everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jennifer, and today is a full face of Armani Beauty. I don't use Armani or talk about Armani very often, but every time I use an Armani product, I'm always like, wow, I really like that. Why don't I have more? So Armani recently had a sale. I think it was like 25% off, bestsellers or something like that. So I picked up a few things. I already had some Armani in my collection, decided to round it up a little bit. So if you're interested in seeing that, just stay tuned. Hey everybody, so like I said, Giorgio Armani today. I've always liked Giorgio Armani Beauty, specifically the foundation, the Luminous Silk foundation, but to be honest with you, I didn't really go too far beyond that for a very long time. I like Giorgio Armani lip liners, and they're harder to find these days. I'm not exactly sure why. They're even sold out on the Armani site. I don't know if they're reformulating or what, but anyway, but I do have two liners that I'll show you today. I absolutely love the Armani Melting Color Balms, but these are always sold out. I have one. This is in shade 51. I'll make sure I have the name because I don't think I have the packaging anymore. Anyway, so I'll show that to you. The Power lipsticks are awesome. Love those. And I recently tried the eyeshadows, the single liquid eyeshadows, which are excellent. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna do a full face of Armani. It's not something that I really get into a lot, and I felt like I kind of have overlooked it. So let's go ahead and dive in with foundation. So I actually have two shades of foundation. I have 4.75 and 4, which is kind of interesting, right? I wanna show you, 4 is something that I've had for quite some time. You can tell by the bottle, it's filthy. And here's a newer one. And it's pump, glass bottle, which I do like. And this is 4. That's shade 4. Okay. I'd say it's neutral. I'd say it's a neutral shade. It's a little bit warmer leaning than I like, but I think it's pretty neutral. But here's the interesting thing. The shade that I have that I've used more recently is 4.75. So technically it's 4.75 is higher than 4, but the shade I don't actually think is deeper in intensity. I just think it's cooler. So it's much more to my undertones. I have to look on the site and figure out, now that I'm so pale because I've been out of the sun for the last 2 years, I think I might even be lighter. Like maybe in the 3 range somewhere. I'm not exactly sure how the shades go, but I want the cool undertone, so I'll have to take a look and see. But I do really like this foundation, the Luminous Silk. If you have been involved, if you've liked beauty for a while, you have probably heard of this foundation. It's been popular for a long time. For good reason. I think from the time that I first used this, it's been reformulated, but I'll be honest, I haven't paid enough attention to know how many times or in what way it's been reformulated. I have to believe it has been, maybe not. But I will say it's an excellent foundation, and I do enjoy it. I feel like I have been remiss in talking about it because it's one of those things like, this is going to sound odd, but like when you've been using something for a really long time and everyone knows it's good and everyone is just like, yeah, that's whatever. You forget almost that not everybody has had the ability to, be aware of these things or use these things that you consider sort of like de facto. Like you're like, oh yeah, I've been using that for years. And not everybody has been. So I definitely feel remiss in the fact that I haven't mentioned this foundation, and it is really good foundation. It looks really nice on the skin. It's a beautiful finish. And honestly, actually the 4.75 is just fine for me. So I don't need to go a step down. I think the color match is excellent. Like I said, the 4 is if you're looking for something like in my color range, but you want something a little warmer, a little more neutral, I would go with the 4 instead of the 4.75. But I think that looks great. The foundation goes on easily. It blends beautifully, gives good coverage. I'd say light to medium. You can build. I'll put a little bit more on my cheek so you can see it. I used a sponge today because today I'm putting foundation on with a sponge. Sometimes I do that, and sometimes I use a brush. But I would say it works either way. I haven't had a problem putting this on with a brush, so that's not, you know, that's not the reason. But yeah, you can build it up. It's not a, I don't consider it a full coverage foundation. I don't think anyone does. I don't think it's referred to that way, but I definitely say it can be medium coverage. But you know, again, if you use it with a sponge, you're definitely going to get more of a lighter finish, lighter coverage. The sponge soaks up like half the foundation, which is why when I use a sponge, I do tend to like kind of rub the foundation in a little bit and then use the sponge. That way, you know, less of it's taken up. But yeah, the 4.75 is absolutely fine. I thought I was going to have to go down a little bit, but no, it's a good match. I know I look a little tired today underneath my eyes. The videos that are going to go up before and probably during my vacation will probably look like that because work is a little crazy and it's busy and I haven't gotten enough sleep, and it's going to be reflected in my eyes. I haven't got enough sleep, not enough water, you know, you get the whole thing. But anyway, this is a great foundation. I really like it. I think it's good for people who have drier skin, more mature skin. I don't know how it would perform on oily skin. They call it a perfect glow flawless foundation. I don't think it's really a glowy, but I'm really dry. So I wouldn't call it glowy. I call it skin-like and really pretty, but I don't know if I would call it glowy. But that's just me. But anyway, so just a little bit about this foundation if you're not familiar with it. Let's see if there's anything on here. Perfect Glow Flawless Foundation. Just looking to see 12-month shelf life once you open it. Okay, so a couple products that are new to me that I have not used before. I have the Neonude Contour. This is in shade 20, and it comes in a little, the packaging tends to look similar. Like they have similar bottles for things. They have the little Giorgio Armani little thing up the top. And so I haven't used this before. Oh, it's a little doe foot. Okay. No, that should work. That shade should work. It's definitely cool, which I like. It's like a mushroom. So let's try this. Yeah, contour. I know I've talked about it a couple times with everyone. Contour is supposed to be cool. It's not a bronzer. Contour. I don't think I have an Armani bronzer. I don't think I have Armani bronzer, guys. Sorry about that. So today you're gonna have to get like another type of bronzer. But let's just blend this. So that's great for my skin tone. Again, if you're looking for pale to light, that would work. If you're deeper than that, that's gonna be too light. But for pale to light, especially for pale skin, I think this is excellent. Blended right in. Very light, like not, you know, a heavy feel to it. Nice. Okay, I like that. It'll be easy for travel too. Maybe I take that on my trip. Okay. I still haven't figured out what I'm bringing on my trip and what I'm not bringing on my trip, guys. Okay, so this is the Neonude Melting Color Balm Cheeks and Eyes. So you can use this on the eyes. 24 months after opening, and like I said, I have shade 51. I will get you the shade name when I can. I feel like it was peach or nude or something. And I bought it, and then like all the other, like everything sold out. Like it was just sold out. And so I didn't talk about it because nobody could get it. So I didn't want to be like, well, I have it. No one else does. I mean, I get it. Like there's some things that I will talk about because I feel like they'll come back, or we're talking about my favorite products that don't exist, that kind of thing. But I don't like to, you know, talk about products, not because I'm sure someone will be like, well, and then, you know, you can't make money off your affiliate links if it doesn't exist. That's not it. It's that I've watched videos with people and they talk about like, you know, the product that they use, and I love the way it looks on them. And then, you know, just to find out that you literally can't get it anywhere can be frustrating. So I don't like to do that to people. But I will say, I believe these will come back in stock eventually. They're a great product. They're really, they're like that no makeup kind of thing. They're really easy to use. They blend beautifully. They give a gorgeous shade. I pick up a lot of shades if I could. I looked during the Sephora sale and there was like one shade that was available. I was like deep plum or something. And I was gonna pick it up and then I didn't, and then it was gone. And I was just like, shouldn't have waited. Because I actually was interested in it. But anyway, so that's okay. But I do really like the product. And like I said, I would pick it up if I could. The Armani bronzer I don't have, like I just said, I don't have an Armani bronzer. I do have the Armani palette. Now this was called Eyes to Kill. Well, let's make sure that's what it actually says. Yep, Eyes to Kill. This is the palette that has like this really cool design. Now, I tend to use this as more of like a face palette than an eye palette, but obviously you can use it as anything you'd like. That's kind of the joy of this particular palette. And it's beautiful. I mean, it's just a gorgeous looking palette. It just, I mean, it looks like stalactites or stalagmites. I forget. Anyway, it's just so pretty. It's just such a pretty palette. Like, it's just so different looking and interesting. And you know, you can use any part of it. I'm going to use up here this more like highlighty section, kind of go over this just a little, pinky gold highlight. I know Armani has highlighters as well, so you don't need this palette to do that. But, and of course there's beautiful blushes and purple shades for eyeshadow. Anyway, I love this thing. I think it's cool. I do. I love the design on it. I just think it's a great design. I will pick up a bronzer from Armani one of these days. I really need to because, like I said, I like everything else they do. So why I don't have a bronzer, I do not know. It's a good question. So I'm just going to go and use my Tom Ford Terra because it is a tried and true. So why not? Won't use anything new, and I won't hopefully distract from the overall look with Armani. Like I said, I've liked the Armani products for some time now, so I'm using the foundation for, I've had that for a very long time, guys. I don't even know when I got that foundation. Like, started using that foundation. The new one, the 4.75, I've only had for a couple, like for a year, not even that long. So maybe 6 months. So it's not like, you know, I wasn't aware that they had good products. But for some reason, I just, I don't know. I didn't spend a lot of time and money on them. That was wrong. Okay, so the Armani Eyes. So these are in shade 9 and 11. These are eye tints, I think is what they are called. I'll make sure I have the official name in the description. And these are liquid eyeshadows that are like one and done kind of looks. They're really easy to use. I'll show you the doe foot. The shade here is 11 and this is 9. This is like a rose gold. This, I'd say pewter slash a little bit of bronze. I mean, they're very pretty, but they're very simple shades. I don't think they're that complicated. This is what the doe foot kind of looks like. It is what the doe foot is, not what it looks like, but that's it. And then it's really simple. Just put it on the eye. Now, when I do these, when I use like pretty much any of them, I usually just put them on the eye and then I go over with a brush. I will say this particular applicator has this really cool, real point to it. So you can just put it on like that and you don't need a brush because the applicator itself makes it really simple to put on. And there's a little hole in the doe foot so that you don't get too much product out on the wand, which I think is really a brilliant brilliant design. And because it's got the point, you can go and draw a line with it, which is what I'm doing, out on the outer corner to like make a wedge or an outer, you know, like V shape. And you can use it to get into the inner corner of your eye. See how easy that was? And so I'm looking in the mirror like straight ahead, and you know, your eyes aren't perfectly symmetrical, so you gotta sometimes, you know, fix the spacing a little bit. But like that's, and I'll go over it, but like look, that's like done. Like how easy is that? I'm definitely taking, by the way, this is my favorite one. This is 9. I forget the shade names, but I'll put it down below. That's coming with me on my trip because it's just like, when I travel for fun, I don't wear a lot of makeup, to be honest with you. It's funny, I know I have a makeup channel, but I don't. I'd rather spend the time enjoying my vacation and running around. I bring a tinted moisturizer or like a foundation that's light. Or maybe a tinted moisturizer and a foundation. Depends if I'm going to do a lot of like dinners and stuff. And then a palette that will have like a bronzer highlighter type of thing in it, a blush, maybe probably a cream one, a liquid eyeshadow, and like one palette. Like I don't wear a lot. I'm going to put this like right in the middle. I just, you know, I feel like I'm going to be on vacation and I want to look nice, but I don't want to spend the time. I mean, I know that sounds funny, but I'd rather spend the time wandering around or going shopping or eating or whatever the things are that I want to do. So that's it. Like super, super easy, beautiful look. And I'm just going to press that in a little. I, you know, only picked these up during the Sephora sale. So these are new to me and I love them. Absolutely love them. And I think Armani just did an amazing job. They're so easy to use and the applicator is amazing. I love them. I might actually pick up a shade or two more and just bring those with me on the trip because they're that easy. Like really, they're that easy to use. Really. So I don't have an Armani eyeliner either, which I'm going to have to rectify that. I'm going to use the Chanel Bruntique. This is a shade that I have mentioned a couple times. It is something that they just brought back. I used to have the shade forever ago. When I worked at Chanel, I used this one all the time. Blue jean, black jade, berry. There's a gray shade too that's really pretty good, guys. I mean, they all look beautiful. So I would recommend picking these up. These are the eye definers by Chanel. I will make sure the link is in the description box, but they're beautiful liners. They stay on all day. They look great. They're really nice. All right, so I don't have a full mascara, but I do have a mascara from Armani. This is the Armani Eyes to Kill. And this is what the brush looks like. And I'll do one eye on camera and then one eye off. Let me curl my lashes real quick. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with this eye and this brush. It is a fuller size brush. I don't think, ooh, because I got mascara on my corner of my eye, I'll fix that later. I don't think it's super big, but you know, it's bigger than the Calorie brush. Calorie brush is a little more narrow, which is why I don't tend to get as much mascara all over my face. One of the things, like you just saw me do, like the fact that I just got mascara on the inner corner of my eye, is something that I do a lot with mascara because I do rush. And I've mentioned it before, I rush through my mascara because it's not something I spend a lot of time on. I have pretty long lashes and they're pretty dark. So for the most part, I don't spend time on it. And if I am going to spend time on it, then I will spend a lot of time on it. Like if I'm doing like a really dramatic look, usually it's because it's, you know, I'm going out on the town, which is something I really haven't done the last couple of years. But or I'm giving a speech and I'm going to be on stage, and it actually does help to really, you know, bring out my eyelashes so that people can see me way in the back kind of thing. It actually does like emphasize your eyes quite a bit if you can put on, you know, a couple of coats of mascara. But most of the time when I'm running around, I actually either don't wear mascara at all, or if I do, like I said, I just put it on really quickly and I end up getting mascara all over my face, which is why I don't like a prickly wand, because I poke myself. That's quite nice. So that's what it looks like with mascara and without. It's a nice mascara. Not too dry, not too wet. Then the brush, I think, is like a good medium. It's a bigger brush, but it's not super big. You're gonna have problems getting in the inner corner if you have really small lashes though, I think. All right, let me put mascara on the other side. And then we'll come back and talk about lips. Okay, that actually went on really easily, and I have to say, I do like this mascara. I feel like I have used this before. It is, as you can see, volumizing, and it definitely, definitely lengthened my lashes as well. The brush is, like I said, it's a little thick on my lower lashes, so it's a little tough to get like my lower lashes without getting mascara underneath my eye, but I do like it. It's a little dry, not super dry, but that could be just because I've had this open for a little bit and maybe I need to like just get a new one. But the lashes seem to dry out a little fast, like if you wanted to build it. But I gotta say, it actually, I think you can see it built pretty well. I mean, it's a lot of lash there. All right, so let's move to lip liner and lipstick. So I did a video, it was a shorts, or was it I had it on Instagram, and I think I might have had it over on TikTok. I am doing stuff on TikTok, guys, slowly but surely. With all the Armani Power lipsticks that I have in my collection, I've picked up 2 more, so I'm gonna use one of those today. But let me show you the 2 shades that I have in the liner. So I have shade 2, which I've had for years, and it's like, not much left. Well, I mean, you know, I've had it for years, so it's time. And then the new one I picked up during the sale. Oh, wait a minute, I did pick up a pencil. Oh my goodness, my brain. That's right, because they didn't have liners. I am an idiot. Okay, well, let me show it to you. This is 12. I should have used it on my eyes. Sorry, guys, but, ooh, that's nice. That's shade 12. And the pencil is really nice. Let's see what it looks like next to Bruntique in the Chanel so that you can see it. It's actually really similar. That's so funny. I didn't even do that on purpose. But 12 in Armani is a little bit cooler, but it is similar. It feels really nice. It looks really smudgeable as well. Let's just try to smudge it out. Yeah, it's good. I like that. Okay. So I do have an Armani liner, and I picked one up, and I'm an idiot and didn't realize it. But anyway, the Chanel one, as you can see, it's harder to smudge because once you put the Chanel one on, it kind of like, it's on, like you can't get it off. The Armani is a little bit more smudgeable, which is actually kind of nice. We'll see how long it lasts, but I'll try that in another video. But I didn't realize, I now remember that they didn't have any lip liners, so I couldn't pick up a lip liner. I picked up an eyeliner because my brain is gone. All right, so let's put number 2 on the lips. Pretty neutral pinky beige shade, and that's the shade right there. It's a really beautiful shade. Number 2, if it has a name, I'll put it down below. But they're really hard to find right now. I've looked for their liners. They're not on the Armani site. I think they're sold out, and I haven't seen them too many places. But, I mean, if they're reformulating, that's fine. I just hope they're not discontinuing them because I really like the lip liners by Armani. Like I said, shade number 2 I've had for years and I love it. So I think you can see though, the rest of my face looks great. The foundation looks fantastic. The Neonude blush balm, love it. I wish I could pick up a lot more shades. Mascara actually looks quite nice. The liquid eyeshadow is beautiful, stays on perfectly. And like I said, I like this liner. I've been using it for years. So, you know, and the face palette, Eyes to Kill palette is a great palette, and I love that. So like I said, I have a number of Armani lip powers. This is the formula I like. They're shiny, but they last. They refer to it as a vivid color lipstick, long wear vivid color lipstick. They do last a long time. They do have a vivid color. They're really great. I really, really like these. And so that's why I now have 7 of them. In my video, I showed you pretty much every shade I had except, what were the 2 shades? And I'll see if I can link that video to this so that you can see it. I think I don't have 102. Yeah, 102, which is a really, really nude shade. I didn't have that one in the video yet. That's 102. I'll use that one today so you can see it on the lips. And then a new one that I picked up on the Armani site, which I think is only on the Armani site. I think it's exclusive. This is shade 200, which is the perfect, in my opinion, pinky brown. I think 200 is just on the Armani site, like I said. Not positive, but I think so. So let's put the 102 on. Nude Lip. It's that Kim Kardashian kind of thing. If you want something that is like a nude, it's a little shiny. The lip powers are a little shiny. Satiny, long-wearing lipstick, this is your shade. If you're my coloring. If you're deeper than me, this is gonna look light on you. Like I said, I have all the other shades in a video that I already did, so I'll see if I can link it. But the other shades in order 102, 103, I believe I have 104. Hold on, let me just look here. 104, and then 200, which is the new one, which I think is exclusive. No, I missed one, sorry. 108, then 200, then 201 and 202. So I have, yeah, 7 shades. 102 is, like I said, it's a very light, neutral, nude, truly nude lip on me. And I would say that I would usually do a color like this one if I was going to do a more intense eye look. Although I will say, this actually ended up being more intense eye look because the mascara is more intense than you think. I'm going to go back with the liner though really quick and just see if I can deepen up the look. Because this liner seems pretty soft and I think I could smudge it. It's hard sometimes to do this because of my lashes are so long. I know, you don't feel bad for me, but because I have to go over the lash, like you have to, you know, I can't, my lashes are thick enough and long enough that you can't just like try to draw over them. That doesn't work. Oh yeah, that's a good liner. If you've seen the Armani lip liner anywhere, I gotta look for it. I think Macy's had it for a while. Gotta see. Yeah, that's definitely smudgeable. Definitely smudgeable. And it works well with like the Chanel. There's not like a problem mixing the two. Sometimes, you know, that happens, but that looks nice. I have to say, guys, it's just like one of my favorite looks I've done in a while, and I did it completely by accident. Which is always nice. I think that looks really good. I mean, it's like, it's neutral, but really pretty. I might have a new favorite line that I haven't, it's not new because I've been using it for years, but some of the products are new to me. Some of the products are new, newer, like the balm. This is a newer product. But the rest of these, I think, have been around for quite some time, and I know the foundation has, so. Wow, I really like that. I would definitely like do this again, like, this looks nice. And I kind of like the nude lip. At first I felt like it might be a little too nude, but I like it. All right, guys. Wow. All right. So maybe a new favorite here. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. I hope to see you in another video really soon. Bye.